Welcome everyone to your daily dose of breakdown analysis, and today we will look at gold. Let's start off on daily, and we can clearly see that the daily has created these highs of the highs of the highs. We've tapped into 25.31. We've also created a support on the daily. Let's dive down to the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we know that there's a resistance formed on the 4-hour time frame, which is very, very clear. The highs of the highs of the highs have been created. At the same time, we have a support on the 4-hour around 2507, 2508, the region we broke. Insane. And then obviously we have a lower support down around 2489. Now, let's take a look on the small time frames and see what's going on. Now, just by looking at the 4-hour, we can understand that this 4-hour candle is going to close in about an hour. And there's a high probability that the next 4-hour candle can probably basically wick down, break this high, and continue to push up to retest 25.25 or maybe 25.30 again on the 4-hour, just visualizing that, okay? Now, let's take a look on the smaller time frames and see what's going on over there. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, obviously we have some more information now. We can bring this up right around over here, 25.30. Obviously the high was created there. This area as well, we can adjust this a little bit. The 1-hour candle is going to close in about 9 minutes. And one thing we can identify is that we're creating a resistance over here. Now, this is something which if you look at the candles closely, 1-hour candle is rejecting this area. This is a bullish candle, and this body is bigger than this body, wherever it's going to close. If the next candle breaks above the high, you got clean range to the left hand side for price to move up 100 pips. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, that is almost the same idea, but now obviously we have some more information. We can adjust the support. If we do break above 25.19, there's a resistance here, 25.24, which is 45 pips away. It's still a pretty decent range, to be honest. I mean, just visually, it looks pretty bad, but to be honest, it's not that bad. I mean, if you bring this up over here now, bring out our handy dandy line, make it a little bit thicker, make it a little bit blue. Now we have some clear indication of where we think price can go. Like above 25.20, which is a whole number we know now, above 25.20, you got like a 40 pip range. In this 40 pip range, you can easily get like 20, 25, 30 pips out of it. Like it's not that bad. I think it's pretty good above 25.20 for price to move up, so that's going to be pretty interesting. And then above, obviously, 25.24, you got this wick over here, 40 pips. So you got a pretty good range for buys. For sells, however, if you want to take a look at this, you got support forming. I mean, first you got this support, 25.13. Next you got another support, 14 pips away, right over here, 25.12. And things get a little tricky. Let's look at 15 minutes, even horrendous. I mean, one thing good about the 15-minute is that maybe we are creating this sort of like a range. I hope this is a big range. Let's measure this. This is it's like a 64 pip range. Okay, it's a 64 pip range. I was gonna say it's not a durable range, but it's a 64 pip range over here. And if there is an opportunity for a resistance to form and then for price to move back down in this range, I think that could be probably a good idea for sells. Other than that, I'm going to be waiting for above 25.20 for price to move up. If you create something, I mean, look, we're creating clean. I mean, this was clean candles over here, and now we're continuing to move up, but we'll see what happens in this range. But other than that, for sells, man, I mean, yeah, like maybe sells below 25.09 would be good, but other than that, you can clearly see buys look a lot better than sells. So let's see what happens. By the way, there's going to be no live stream today. Probably going to see you guys tomorrow on Thursday for a London session, but I'm going to be available on Discord anyway. Let's take a look at, hurting my eyes, mate. Hurting my eyes first thing in the morning. Let's do this. Okay. Pound yen, daily. Wow, daily we have to remove all these zones here, do some fresh analysis. This is something very important we need to do every day. Fresh analysis is the name of the game. All right, let's go. Now, looking at the daily, obviously we have a resistance form on the daily time frame, and at the same time we have a support down over here somewhere. Let's take a look on the 1 hour, no, the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour, we can adjust this zone, and at the same time we got a support formation over here. The 4 hour candle will close soon, so I guess there could be some sort of resistance up at 189,656 as well. Looking at the 1 hour now, we have some more information. Obviously support, we have resistance, we have another resistance at 189. So I'm thinking now, is this strong resistance 189,600, or is this going to be stronger resistance? This is going to be stronger resistance because you got clean range over here. This is like your 19 pip range. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute, 30-minute, 30-minute. Wow, okay. Let's bring this down to this point. Okay. I guess we can adjust this resistance. I mean, if we do break above, let's say 189,850, if we break above 189,850, you got this clean range, 48 pip range, going up towards 190,340. So I think that could be a really good idea for price to move up. But other than that, I guess we're just consolidating over here. We're just consolidating in the 66 pip range. Even if you break below, 189,240, it's like a 26 pip range. To be honest, I don't like pound yen. It's garbage anyway. I think I'm like I have stopped trading pound yen. I mean, if I show you my analysis, like the amount of trades I've taken on pound, well, yeah, on this account I've only traded gold. To be honest, I've only traded gold. If I go to my other account, let's take a look at this 101. Where's that? 1001941. Yeah, 1001941. So this one over here, if I go over here, what is this? Yeah, so like total volume I traded was about like 54 million, and 1.4% of that was on pound yen. Like took what, 4 trades on pound yen. That's it. So I've just been focusing on gold now. So anyway, let's see what happens. Take care till then.